Okay, it's Scottie D's in the kitchen with Mom. We are back.
Yes, we are.
We took a 1 week little break.
Yes. Busy boy.
Yeah, it was a crazy week.
Yeah.
We had company in town, threw a birthday party for my partner Joe, had dinner parties during the week.
Yes.
You came to one during the week, yes.
Beautiful.
It was very fun for an aunt we love from Brooklyn. She came up.
Yes.
So it was a nice thing to get together and spend some time. And what I've been loving about COVID is to go to restaurants and bars, it's sort of difficult now. It feels weird, but to bring people into your home
works.
It does. It's
really
fantastic.
Does. It's a great thing. Yeah.
So this past weekend we went up to Lake Placid, and it got me in the fall mode.
Oh yeah.
You know, the beautiful trees are starting to change.
Oh,
it's that first one or two here and there.
I love
it's
that.
We're a few weeks out, but that got me in the mood for some fall weather food. All right, so and that's what you have right here.
Apples.
Yes. All right, so tell us what this is, Mom. Tell us what we're doing first. Wait, let's cheers.
Absolutely.
Exactly. You do the same thing at home. Yes. All right, so tell me what we're making, because this is a family favorite.
Yes, it is. And honestly, this was given to me by Paul's sister, a very dear, dear man in our lives.
Yes.
When my kids were young. His sister gave this to me, and it was made with Spry. I don't even know if Spry exists anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Which would be Crisco, but I used butter. I did that one already.
And we should say Paul was one of how many children?
15 children.
So how amazing is that? So one of his sisters gave you the recipe.
Gave me this recipe, and I made it 1,000 times, and my kids love it. Everybody loves it.
Even the grandkids. And my nephew, I saw a video the other day on Facebook or Instagram, my nephew saying, Apfelkuchen.
Yeah, they German Apfelkuchen. It's funny because my grandmother made Apfelkuchen, and she made plum, whatever was on the trees outside. Plumkuchen, whatever, blueberries, whatever. And this is not her recipe. This is so much easier than hers was. I don't honestly have her exact recipe, which I'm very sad about. But anyway,
this one's an easy one.
Quick and easy, but you've got Apfelkuchen. So
fabulous.
Get into this. This is already butter, sugar, and eggs whipped.
So we did that a little bit ahead of time.
Just so you wouldn't have to.
Lord knows you don't want to watch it. So tell what's in the how many of each you've got.
Okay, it's 10 tablespoons of butter, 1.5 cups of sugar, 3 eggs.
Okay, perfect.
So we whip that together well, and then this is our 2.5 cups of flour, and of course I put my 3 teaspoons.
Her fork through and
3 teaspoons of baking powder. It's all sifted nice. There we go.
Mom's form of sifting.
Yes,
right. It's the Kathy form of sifting here. There we go. Perfect.
Always the quick way.
Yes.
And then we're going to add in 3/4 cup of cold water and 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla.
All right.
So let's get that done.
As always, I'm going to have all of the information up on Instagram and Facebook, so you have the recipe. It's easy for you to make and follow. Yeah,
right. That'll be a good plan.
Perfect. You want me to pour that in for you?
Well, I'm going to gradually
pour it in, because this can poof up and be a big mistake.
But what we can do, you can start to pour some of the water.
Okay, perfect. And I have to tell you, this batter looks very, very good.
Oh, it is good.
There we go. Some of the water.
Yeah, and then maybe I'll do this, a little bit more of this.
Perfect. This looks fantastic. And you know what? There is nothing to me that says fall more than Mom's Apfelkuchen. Because it really is.
It smells so good. The house smells so good when you're making it.
And it's that apple flavor that's fantastic, that just gets you in the spirit of fall. If you are someone like me who suffers from seasonal affective disorder, this will get you out of it for a minute at least.
Will, yeah. Right.
So what am I doing with this pure bourbon vanilla?
I always use pure vanilla. A lot of people use imitation. I never do. I just 3/4 of a teaspoon.
Imitation, she aimed for her.
Ain't happening.
3/4 of a teaspoon. She threw that right in with no
guesstimated
in
like
mind.
I do. Yep. And then I'm going to just get the sides here.
Perfect.
And people, we are almost done with this.
We are almost done with this batter. So now, for the sake of the magic of television, Mom broke this recipe down into 2 pans. So usually it would come out in one big baking pan.
And an average size cookie sheet, I think it's 9 by 15, whatever. That's what I always put it in, but I had a half one, so I used that, and then I'm going to just improvise here, but I think it'll be fine.
Perfect.
Oh, there we go.
Look at that beautiful batter. Perfect.
There we go.
Set it and forget it. There we go. I'm going to try this.
Okay. Yeah. It's good.
Oh, yeah, it's good. Mm-hmm. All right,
good.
there we go. Oh, I got it right on my shirt, kids.
That's part of it.
Guess what? I get to eat that, too.
Yep. All right, and then we're going to use this dish, and we're just going to kind of put this in here.
And you flatten the batter out along the bottom, right?
Yes, just spread it out evenly.
Perfect.
Can it get easier than this? I mean, honestly, it's so...
It really is such an easy thing to put together. And what's great about that is you used to do this before. We would come home for kids,
and then the house would smell good. And
the house would smell amazing. And we had a fabulous baked good ready and waiting for us when we got home.
And
so move over a little and let's show people what we're doing. Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
So she's flattening that out.
Just spread it out even.
Let's keep that in the shot. And then comes in...
Then
apples,
we're gonna,
which this is probably the most time-consuming piece of the whole
peeling
project,
and cutting apples,
right? Yeah.
Not my favorite thing.
No.
But then you just basically, you can start a row over here,
perfect.
line them up.
No, let me watch. Okay, so you typically do them.
I layer them and touch them.
Layer them and touch them. All right, perfect.
And then we are going to, and we won't do the whole thing and
we'll do this, but then do I go right down the center?
Middle,
sort of angled?
Center.
Perfect, there we go.
Perfectly beautiful here.
Oh, yes, and that is the key. It is perfectly beautiful. And it really it's so fun, and it makes me feel like a child again.
And when your kids, not that I ever really let my kids get their hands in things, I have to confess.
She didn't. No,
I'd always be like, you do it like this, let me do it.
But you know what? It made a beast out of me because now I'm entertaining a party, and I'm like, oh, could you light that candle over there? You didn't light that candle right.
the beast.
Yes, exactly.
My kids always say, you'd never I let them ice Christmas
We are actually going to get the whole thing. We were able to ice Christmas cookies, but even that, she was like, you're doing it wrong. You let me finish it.
I sit in the back going,
exactly. We are a little OCD in this family on certain things. All right.
It's an issue.
So we have the apples. Let me show people what we've got. Look how pretty that is.
And how long?
I love it. Exactly.
Once they're peeled and cut, done.
I love it. Moving the apples out of the way.
Out of there. And then we have...
butter and sugar and cinnamon,
right?
Yes,
sugar and cinnamon. And so you can sprinkle that and you use it all. And
I use it all. All right, perfect. And I'm
do the best you can here. Good. And he starts at my end because I'm going to literally cut off chunks of butter and just this is 3 tablespoons. It'd be 6 tablespoons for the whole recipe.
Okay. So you know what I love about this is we're doing this together. It cuts the time in half, and we're spending time together. I have to say,
I do love that.
Last week we took a little break from in the kitchen with Mom, and I missed it. I missed our time together.
I did too. I'm going to be very sad when you go back to Florida.
I know. Well, you know what? You have a little vacation time in there as well.
Yes,
So we may have to pre-tape a few.
Yeah, right.
Or we'll do it by Zoom if we can get that tech down. Yeah. Okay.
I got to learn to look up more.
Exactly. Yes, look up, Mom. Look up. Show that pretty face.
When I'm in this, I'm like in another.
Do I put a little cinnamon sugar over
the
butter as well?
Can. Yep.
So we've done the cinnamon sugar. I've gone over once. Mom's come over with the butter. And I have to tell you, the apples, what's great about this is the apples create this moisture in the cake, if you will. Would you call that cake? Would you call it bread?
It's a light, fluffy cake underneath this.
Yes,
That's how it comes out. Yeah, just
I'm going to use it all. There we go.
I always do. And
perfect.
It gets lost in it. It kind of bakes in, sort of, and it's very good.
And so when we were kids growing up, my mother always made cinnamon sugar, so we would have it for our toast in the morning. Yeah. And that was, that's what I think about. All right, so tell us how we're cooking this.
Okay, it's going to be a 375 for 30 minutes, but I checked it at 25. Mine did stay in for the 30, so probably 30. Until it's brown and like when you touch it, it's kind of crispy on the outside, then it's good. That means it's cooked through.
Hold this up again. I cut you off as you did. Look how pretty this is.
Isn't it beautiful? Yeah.
Well, now let's show the finished product. I'm going to bring that over.
Beautiful.
Now, you said great-grandma used to do this with...
My grandmother had these old round metal pans, and they actually had this thing on them that would... take it so that you turned it around and it would like loosen it from the bottom.
Okay.
I mean, I remember all that. It's so weird. I mean, I'm old. And
now she was, my great grandmother was a German girl.
Yes.
And I love this story that you just tell. She was one of how many kids?
She was, oh my gosh, 4, I think.
Okay,
She wasn't a lot.
4.
Yeah.
So growing up in Germany, before the war, we
Yes,
just say that,
yes,
not after the
definitely.
war,
No,
before the
no,
war.
yep.
She
They lived on a farm.
They lived on a farm, and she had siblings she had to take care of and also prepare the meals.
I think she was only 10 years old, maybe.
Oh,
and
what a different time.
Her parents would work out on the farm,
Yes.
and the older children. And she would have to have a meal ready. I'm talking roast beef, mashed potatoes at noon.
Yeah.
Ready for them. And the little ones were running around, so she would, this is like
No, this is amazing.
abuse, but
Yes.
she would tie them to the legs of the table just so they would stay still while she cooked.
She would tie a rope around the legs
Yeah.
and their table, and
Yeah.
so she knew where they
So
were.
the kids were safe and there, but they wouldn't be escaping and going out in the fields.
So, unfortunately, my mother never did that to us.
No.
But it is a great story. And
It
these
is.
weren't even her kids. She was raising
No,
a
they
poor
were her
woman.
little siblings. She was literally, I think, 8 or 10 years. It was
Yes,
young,
it was
really
All
young.
right, well, you know
Okay.
what? It's a different world we're living in.
It is.
Let's show them this.
Yes,
Hold this up,
there,
Mom.
there
Look
you
at that
go.
beautiful
That's
product.
Done.
Bingo.
But a cookie sheet, it does make it nice because it's low and it's
Yes.
good. It'll be crispy.
All right, so let's cut that up because we need to do the taste test. Now, recommendation for serving this, if you're doing a little dinner party, cut out a square, a little ice cream, heat this up a little before you put it out.
Oh, yes.
A little ice cream, little whipped cream, piece of mint. It is a beautiful presentation.
It truly is.
And it makes a really rustic sort of dessert look pretty and fantastic for your guests.
Need
A spatula. Let me get Mama a spatula.
There, that little guy will do right
this
there.
This little guy, perfect.
Yep, and then we are going.
Oh, look how yummy this looks. I can't even wait. This is my youth. My youth, my youth.
Oh boy. Okay.
Perfect.
There we go.
Here we go. There's one for you. There's one for me.
We're
Look
gonna
how
try
yum.
it.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. I got to get in here.
I like the cake part the best.
Oh my gosh, so good.
It's kind of moist but crunchy on the outside.
Crunchy around the apple, but moist under the apple. It's fabulous.
It's so good.
Mom, you did it again. And I always take a picture of this now, and my mom's like, "Oh yeah, you got to put the food porn up." I'm like, "What is this bitch talking about?"
Food porn, I guess.
A picture of the food.
Yeah.
So look for the picture on Instagram, on Facebook. We'll have the link and also all the information in the recipe for this wonderful dessert.
Yes, please make it.
Apple kuchen.
So easy.
In the words of Martha Stewart, it's a good thing.
It's a very good thing.
We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us.